This week's Seder, Parshas Viyachi, we see Yaakov Avinu benched each child like he feels he had to bench him. Like we say, each person has got his own inyan of steiging, of learning, of working. Some are more thoughtful, some are deep, some are high, some are low. Each child is different in the family. The Pasuk says in Tehillim, Ki im besoiras Hashem chevtzoi, v'soirosoi yega yoimon v'loilo, ein odom loimed toiro ele mimokim sheli b'chofetz. Yesh mi sheloimed pnimis haTorah. Some learn deep parts of the Torah, some learn drush, some learn sod. Each person is different in limud haTorah, and each person is different in his life. Some go deep, some are this kind of person, this kind of person. Some people always like to go on the boat. The Gemara says in Psochim Daf Dalet, the Gemara says that someone said if he would have money, he would build his house on the seashore. And someone else said if they would have money, they'll do something else. Each person has got his different koichos in life. Yaakov Avinu benched each child with the koich which he saw in each child who the child is. I once heard there was once a teacher which wanted to know who his Talmidim are. On the beginning of the year, he gave each child a big piece of paper, A4, and he told them, please make a tree and the sun and a path and trees and grass. So each child drew a picture, how the child drew the picture. Then he took all the pictures to a graphology to see what each child is, and he found out exactly who each child is in order to teach the child who the child is. When Yaakov Avinu benched the children, each and everyone got his own koiches, separate koiches in avodas Hashem. Pele Yoitz brings down, Alachas kama v'kama yesh lo odom litz'ametz u'lishtadel mo'oid lekabel biches ovi v'imoi. Vafilu, if he doesn't live anywhere near them, he should try his best always to go into the parents, visit them, ask them, how you keeping, how you doing, what can we help for you. That is a yid which starts from Keinenu, Benoreinu Neilech, starts from the Am Yisrael, starts from the older ones and the younger ones and the babies. That's how it goes. We always look at the parents. We go to the parents on Friday night, Erev Yom Kippur. Indians go to the parents, get a bracha from the parents. And so brought down his Sfoim, Hagdoishin, that Yaakov Avinu benched the fine Manash and Erev Yom Kippur. For we see from here the Indian of getting blessed and being blessed. The Charedim brings down, it's a big Indian. A person should always go in the ways of Avraham Avinu. Avraham Avinu had a way of benching the whole world, of being Makav the whole world. Yesh lo'odom lechois b'midas Avraham, liois mu'uta b'midas ha'chesed. He should be surrounded with midas ha'chesed, and he should be toiv ayin levorech. He should have a good eye to look at each and every single person with a good eye in order to bench him b'chol leiv. Yismach beliboy b'riyos. A person should be happy when he sees other people, and he should bless them and bench them and be kind to them and be good to them. We should be good to old and young and old. For also another could we see the parsha about Chesed, the end of the parsha, that Am Yisrael came with Yaakov Avinu to Eretz Canaan to bury him, and they came to a place called Goyren Ha'otot. So Rashi asks, what is Goyren Ha'otot? A field of thorns. How can you have a field of thorns? So Rashi brings down that the people which lived there, they got saved because they did chesed to Yaakov Avinu. What chesed did they do to Yaakov Avinu? They lifted up a finger. They said, why? Eve godel ze le Mitzrayim. Someone does a mitzvah with his finger, with his eye. He goes into the other person's shoes. He understands him. He feels for him. He davens for him. He has him in mind. He thinks about the other person the whole time. And he does with his face and his eyes. And he realizes, how can he help the other person? In the time of the Gaon Mivilna, Rebbetzin Grom Mivilna went out getting money for Anim. She came to a guy's house, and the wife said the guy's not in. He went out. He'll be back later. Suddenly, as they're walking up the sidewalk, one of the women, or the wife of the Gaon Mivilna, or the other one, pointed and said, yeah, I can see him. He's coming up the road now. There, look. He's coming. When one of these women were nifta, they came up to Beis Shaman and they said, the mitzvah stocker which we did is written on both of our names. But you pointed out with your finger, your mitzvah is bigger than mine. Rav Shach brings down in one of his foim that when the Am Yisrael came from Mitzrayim with Aroinu Shel Yaakov to Eretz Canaan, they came to a place called Goyren Orotod. Goyren Orotod, they should have been they should have demolished the whole field, but they got saved because they did chesed to Yaakov Avinu. Which chesed did they do to Yaakov Avinu? They lifted up a finger and they said, Eivel Godel Zeh LeMitzrayim. So the Medrash brings down like this. Rabbi Yehuda bar Sholit Omer be'etzba. They said, Eivel Godel Zeh LeMitzrayim. Rabban and Omer, they lifted up the pants, they closed their belt and they lifted up the pants. And the Medrash says like this. We can learn from here, Kabochima. Shai Kananim Elu, they didn't go with the hands or with the feet. They only lifted up a finger and they said, Eiva Godel Zeh Le Mitzrayim, Al Achatz Kama V'Kama V'Person Das Chesed, 365 days a year, every day, whenever he can, he thinks about the other person, then HaKadosh Baruch Hu loves him. Whatever we do for the other person, HaKadosh Baruch Hu loves us. Our Kadosh Baruch Hu realizes our whole life is built to help the other person. Sefer Bereshit is called Sefer HaYoshor, Avrom, Yitzchak, Yaakov, and all the Shvotim. Noach motzei be'enei Hashem, he did chesed with the Teva. What chesed did he do? He worked 120 years to build it. He fed the animals and the behemoths. Noach motzei be'enei Hashem. Any person in the world which is mezakes harabim, and goes after the other person, looks after the other person, lifts up the other person, says HaKadosh Baruch Hu, you do everything for Yena, I'll do everything for you. Whatever a person does for the other person, HaKadosh Baruch Hu blesses him back. Said the Kliyoko in Pashas Lech Lecha. Someone does good to the other person, he blesses him, then I, HaKadosh Baruch Hu, will also bless him. From this week's Parsha, Chazak V'Nitzchazek, we realize who is Avrom, Yitzchak, Yaakov, and all the Shvotim, and what do they do, and how do they build their houses. Everything is built through Chesed. We do Chesed to someone else. HaKadosh Baruch Hu will do Chesed to us and our whole family.